What's up everybody, Chris here with Canote Films. I want to show you guys something real quick. My subscribe pillow came in the mail today. I'm so excited about this. I've always wanted a subscribe pillow because I think it's great, especially when doing vlogs. It just, you know, kind of always reminds you guys to hit that little subscribe button. Anyway, the real reason we're here is because I get asked all the time, Chris, you're so successful at YouTube. I want to start a YouTube channel. My daughter wants to start a YouTube channel. How do we start a YouTube channel? I'm always happy to respond, but I end up sending like a 4-page report to these people, and I think they become very overwhelmed. So I thought, how can I do this in a way where it's easy to get this information to people without having to write a 4-page report every single time? Hence is why I'm making this video. So what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm going to cover almost everything you are going to need to know to create a successful YouTube channel. First things first, content. We gotta talk about content. A lot of people go, Chris, how does a video go viral? You know what? I think if people knew, everybody would have viral content. I don't think there's an actual answer or a formula out there. I think you just have to make good content. I think it just comes down to things that people like. For instance, I found last year that everybody loves Mario and the 80s and nostalgic stuff, so that's a lot of what my channel covers. But there's an audience out there for everyone, everything from makeup tutorials to eBay hauls where people actually open up stuff they bought on eBay right in front of you just to show you, and for some reason we watch this stuff. As a matter of fact, I don't even know why people watch my stuff. I don't even think it's that great, but apparently a lot of people enjoy it. No, you can't say that. But the great news is there's an audience out there for everyone. So whatever you're interested in, someone's probably gonna wanna watch it. For instance, I do a lot of 80s and 90s nostalgia type videos and comedy videos. But I believe the important thing is you're doing what you're passionate about and you're having fun doing it. That's what I do. And it happens to be that people are enjoying it. I mean, last year, me and my kids started doing videos together and it has been really successful. We've done Ghostbusters parody videos, we've done Mario parody videos and everything, and it just keeps growing and growing, and it's just so much fun. And again, that's the most important thing, that you're having fun making the content and people will watch it eventually. Now don't get disappointed because it takes practice. It takes lots of practice. I've been making YouTube videos literally since 2007, since YouTube came out, and just in the past 4 years is when I've really started making some really good money on YouTube. And it's been great and I'm so thankful for it, but that's how much kind of time and investment it takes to actually make a living at YouTube. So do not get disappointed. Your first 15 to 20 videos may not get a whole lot of views, and that's okay. You just gotta keep making content, and eventually you'll start seeing the change as you start getting better at your craft, just like anything else. So now that we've talked about content a little bit, now let's move on to what you actually need to make your YouTube videos. Of course, in order to make YouTube videos, you have to have a camera. I prefer DSLR cameras with their lens options, and I believe right now you can get the Canon T5i for only roughly $300, which is a great starter camera. And there's also other cameras out there as well that will work just as good. Heck, even your cell phone will work great. Another thing I want to point out is make sure the camera you're using has an easy way to transfer the footage to your computer, because you're gonna have to edit the footage next, which is we're gonna get to next. Most cameras like the DSLRs come with an SD card slot, so the SD card comes out of here, you put it in your computer, you drag the footage over. Cell phones, same thing. You hook a USB cord up to your computer and you transfer the video over that way as well. Next thing I want to talk about is lighting. You want to always have good lighting. If you have bad lighting, you're not going to have a good image and nobody's going to watch your videos. You can get a great lighting kit on Amazon, I believe, anywhere from 50 to 100 bucks for a great starter lighting kit. It's all you need. Or you can do what I did when I first started, is go to Home Depot and buy some can lights and start that way. But you gotta have good lighting. The next item on the list is audio. I always get asked all the time, Chris, how do you get such crisp audio on your videos? Well, I use the H4n audio recorder. I've had this guy for several years now. This is a separate audio recorder. Right now I'm just recording straight to my camera because I'm feeling quite lazy, to be honest with you. What this device does is it records your audio separately. You don't have to necessarily have this, but I prefer it because I think clean audio is very important because it's very pleasant to your ears. So what you do is after you record with this, it also takes an SD card, you put it in your computer, you have to line up your audio with your video, which we're probably not going to get into that on this video because it gets a little technical. So, but I just wanted to tell you about this guy. I love the H4n. I highly recommend all of their products. They have a new one out now and it's really great as well, but I still love my H4n and it's not going anywhere because it works perfectly fine. So now that we've covered content, camera gear, lighting, and audio, let's move on to software editing. A video does not create itself, you have to edit it. I've actually edited this video. Otherwise you think I'm actually a really smooth talker, but I'm not, because I've taken 50 takes probably so far to get where we are in the video. People ask me all the time, Chris, what editing software do you use? I use Sony Vegas Pro 10 and I love it. I've used Sony Vegas products for many, many years and I just absolutely love their software. Now, Sony Vegas Pro can be a little bit on the expensive side. However, they have a 30-day free trial, so I highly recommend you download the trial version and start editing away. Other than that, there's other free editing software out there on the internet. I haven't used it, but it doesn't hurt to try it, download it, and experiment, because that's what you have to do when you're learning how to edit. So let's move over to the computer. I'm gonna show you how to drag footage from your SD card to your desktop and then put it in your editing software and render out a little clip, add some music, and get it ready for the YouTube upload process. All right, so right now I've put my SD card in the computer. As you see, this pops up here. I'm gonna open this up, grab the file, and drag it to my desktop. And that is how you get content off your SD card to your computer. Next thing I'm gonna do is open up Sony Vegas Pro 10 and import my video. Now that you've got your footage in here, you can do things like cut pieces out, do transition fade-ins, and add music. If you want some background music in your video, you simply find the MP3, put it right below your video on this timeline, and voila, you've got audio in your video. But anyway, this cookie cake is looking really good right now, don't you guys think? You can turn the music up or down and play with it as much as you want. I'm not gonna get too far into editing because, again, it's a very big learning process and you're just gonna have to watch YouTube tutorials on that and just play around yourself like I had to for several years. Now that we've got a little clip made here, let's go ahead and render it out. What rendering is, it's actually taking all of your edit and making it into one file. Simply go to File, then Render As, type a file name, whatever you want to call it, and then select a Save As type. I prefer Main Concept MP4. Depending on how you shot your video, rendering is going to be something you're going to want to mess with certain preferences. Now that we've rendered out a video, we're going to upload it to YouTube. But what if I don't have a YouTube channel? All you have to do is go to youtube.com and sign up for a YouTube channel. Now, before you sign up, you're gonna wanna think of a clever name for your channel, so make sure to always think about that first. Now, once you've created your YouTube channel, it's time to upload the content. So once you're signed into your YouTube channel, all you do is click Upload, select your video file, and then voila, you're uploading your first video. And then of course, once you upload your video, you're gonna wanna give it a good title, you're gonna also wanna write a description, and you're gonna wanna give it tags. This stuff is very important in getting your video out there to the world, so it's easy for the viewers to find your content that's relevant to them. Again, this can be a little overwhelming, but what I suggest is doing a little more side research yourself and learn more about tags and how they can really help you get your YouTube videos out to the world and help people find your videos a lot easier. Now, a lot of people ask me, well, how do I start making money now? Well, first of all, I want to say this. If you're getting into YouTube just for the money, you probably shouldn't do it. You gotta have a passion for making video and content in the first place. Second thing, I don't think YouTube automatically gives you a monetization option. You have to upload so much content in order to have the option to make money. Now, back in the day when I first started, you had to become a YouTube partner. And I actually became a YouTube partner back in the day, and it was so exciting. But now these days, anybody can monetize their videos, and you don't have to be a YouTube partner anymore. So just keep uploading and making content, and eventually you'll see that monetization button come up where you can actually start making money. Once you get the option to monetize your videos, you'll go through a little process. It'll walk you all through it, where you'll set up your bank account and all that information with Google AdSense, and then you'll start making an income on YouTube. Also, the more content you make, eventually you'll start unlocking other features that YouTube will give you, like creating custom thumbnails, which is very, very important to get people's attention on YouTube. Because when you first upload a YouTube video, it's gonna automatically pick a thumbnail for you, which can be kind of annoying because it may be a picture of your face doing this. but keep making videos and you'll have the option to create a custom thumbnail. So when people are scrolling through YouTube videos, they'll be able to see your video and it'll just stick out, because at that point you can go into Photoshop and add text like watch this video, watch here, and all that stuff, and it just really grabs your attention a lot more than just a random thumbnail. Once you make it to that point, you're gonna wanna know how to use Photoshop and you're gonna wanna make thumbnails. I make thumbnails all the time. They're so important because they stick out. You want to get people's attention. So in Photoshop, I've created thumbnails just like this to get people's attention to watch my videos on YouTube. And the last thing you're going to do is market. Yes, you have to kind of market yourself. You have to get out there. I prefer social media, Facebook. I have a Facebook page dedicated to Canote Films. I also put that in my videos at the very end. You want to make sure that people go to your Facebook page and like it, and just kind of keep the whole circle going to keep people engaged at all times. I know this comes off a little overwhelming, but this is what it takes to make a successful YouTube channel. Again, I've been doing this for years and years and years. It's my passion, so the more you do it, the better you get at it naturally. So what are you waiting for, guys? Get out there, start filming something, start practicing editing. The more you do it, the better you're gonna get. And again, if you have a passion and drive for it, you're gonna have fun doing it. And so there you go. So I hope this video was helpful to you. Again, another big piece of advice, if you have questions about anything, simply go to youtube.com and type in your question. How do I edit in this software? How do I add music in this software? If you type that in, chances are you're gonna find a tutorial how to do it. So anyway, if you guys have any more questions for me, please comment below. I'll do my best to get to every single one of them. In the meantime, hit the subscribe button and I will see you guys next time.